This is my 795-point list for the Draconid Legion. It is led by Kotloxi, the Ridgeback Lizardman Lord. And he's got another leader, a Ridgeback Spinebreaker, there to help with the troops and kind of corralling the troops. We've also got a couple of archers there with the Ridgeback Stalkers, and also a shooting unit with the Draconid Royal Guard. And then we've also got a scout for some flying and shooting action. And then, a troop with a Ridgeback Breaker. So I think, this is going to be a little bit of a combined arms shooting and beat face list. And so hopefully the Draconids can pick off some of the wound boxes on the Dark Mariners with some flying and shooting around. But there's kind of this is more of a troop heavy list as opposed to some heavy hitter list, so we'll see how this handles all that beef of the Dark Mariner biomechs. Okay, this is the 800-point Dark Mariners list that I put together for this ShadowSea battle report. There is a leader type in the sense of Lithiana. She's not actually a leader, but she's leading the warband in a sense. So she's the leader of the warband in case of morale checks and whatnot. But she is leading this warband with an Aethermancer who's going to be casting a lot of great spells. And she's also backed up by a Biomancer. And you'll notice that this list is highly dependent on biomechs. So we've got the Annihilator biomech, we've got the Destroyer biomech, and we've got the Hunter-Killer biomech. Now remember, the Leviathan is not a biomech, he is a living creature. But he'll be sticking close to the Biomancer to hopefully get some quality buffs in his activations to help him down the field. But really, I wanted to kind of make a biomech focus list because this is very, very much a bruiser list that's going to be able to hit the center of the table and really pound face. Okay, today's battle is going to be the scenario of Conquer. So we've got this table set up for a ShadowSea engagement. There's really low-lying water here, depth level 1 at maximum for swimming. But essentially, Conquer is a mission where we're trying to capture the center of the table. The Draconids have this evil shrine or some kind of strange shrine that the Dark Mariners have taken interest in. So, Paul, tell me a little bit about what exactly we're trying to do with the Conquer scenario.
All right, from right out of the book, the Conquer scenario. This scenario is all about holding ground on the map. Each player starts on the side of the map and tries to conquer and control the zone in the middle of the map. Place one scenic artifact object in the center. There should also be 4 scenic features, not closer than 1 long stick to the objective. Players attempt to move their personality models within 1 medium stick of the objective and remain there as long as possible while keeping their opponent out. Play continues until the end of the turn limit or when only 1 warband is left on the map.
Okay.
1 victory point per model killed within the objective zone. 1 victory point for each personality model in the objective zone at the end of each game turn.
Okay, so the way that we're going to play this is essentially the very center of this island is going to be the center of the Conquer zone, 1 medium stick out, and that we're going to try to keep our models within a medium stick of that very center point. And this is a 3x3 table as normal, and we're going to use a medium stick for deployment. So I guess we need to move on for rolling for attacker defender. All right, I will be the red dice. Paul will be the blue dice. Here we go. We both roll the 4. Reroll. Oh, get that. Here we go. Oh, so that means I am the attacker. So I will need to take first turn. So we will come back with our deployment and get the game started. All right, so we have deployed. So the forces are now on the battlefield, deployed within a medium stick, of our table edge. So for the Draconid deployment, it was a little bit of a tough deployment for me because I have to be careful. Not all of my models are amphibious. So the ones that are in the water in general are amphibious. The Royal Guard is not amphibious, but the Kotloxi and the Ridgeback Breaker, Spinebreaker, and the Gorger are all amphibious. The Scout is airborne. The magic user there is not airborne, and he's not amphibious, so it's going to be fun seeing him get across the table. So these guys are all not amphibious, so we'll see how they do trying to get across this bridge and hopefully not fall in the water. And so over on this side, Paul, we've got your your Dark Mariners. What are we doing there?
Well, gonna do a forceful push up the center. I've certainly not have the advantage of speed with this list. So take advantage of the fact that I can be waterborne at least for the first turn to get myself in position.
Right.
Hopefully then buff with the spellcasters and maybe make life a little hard on you.
Yes.
By putting up some vortexes that you can't dispel immediately.
You know, and that's an interesting point because the Draconids have a very nice spellcaster in that Sage. However, he cannot dispel dimensional magic. So this will be very interesting to see how we deal with your zones. Okay, so that is deployment, and we're going to move on to top of first turn with the Draconid Legion. Okay, top of turn 1, I'm going to start with my Ridgeback Stalker. He is a quality 3 model, but he's within a long stick of 2 different leaders, so he activates on 2s. So 3 actions. So I'm just going to... I can only move in a straight line, so I forfeit some of my medium stick here. We're just going to go there. 1, 2, and I'm going to get him right up here at 3. Okay. Next action is my Draconid Royal Guard. He's normally quality 3, but he's within a long stick of a leader, so he activates on 2s as well. 2 actions, and then he's done. So since I'm going up a level, I change his movement to a short, basically climbing there. And then he'll get 1 more action to move a medium up to about there. And that's his activation. All right, next up, I'm going to activate this Ridgeback Breaker. He's quality 4 normally. He's within a long stick of a leader, so activating on 3s. Whoops, that was a 2. But we got a 5 and a not less than 2. So he gets 2 actions. So I'm going to move him up as well. Moves a medium stick, so he's going to move there. And then he's going to move right up behind my Draconid Royal Guard, and he'll be right there. Okay, been pretty lucky so far with my activations. Next up, I'm going to activate this Stalker. Again, he's within a long stick of my leader, so activating on 2s. So it looks like we got 3 actions there. So we're just going to go ahead and move him 1. We're just going to conga line up here. That takes 2 actions. I can't use my 3rd because I can't go through my own models. Okay, next up is my my Gorger. He's a quality 3 model, but he's within a long stick of this leader. So he normally activates on 3s, but he'll activate on 2s here. So 2s. Looks like 3 actions there. So I'm just going to move him up as well. He is amphibious, so we're just going to move him there. 1. He'll move up to the edge here. And a short stick, since he's climbing, we'll put him right there. We'll see if we can get him to not be wobbly. There. Well, we'll leave him there. We'll just leave him there, since we can't fit him. All right, next up I'm going to do my Scout. He is within a long stick of my leader there. So normally quality 4, activating on 3s. Oh my goodness! Complete failure, and I turn over to turn to the Dark Mariners.
All right, so first thing we're going to do is get the Hunter Killer Biomech up front and center.
Okay.
He is within range of his Biomancer, so he's going to need 3s.
Right on.
And 2 of them.
2 actions. Okay, that's good. Okay, that Hunter Killer Biomech has 2 actions. What are we going to do?
All right. Front and center.
Boom. Move him up. Oh boy, he's not wasting any time. Love it. All right, what's next?
Proceeding on with the other 2 Biomechs. Again, looking for 3s.
You got it.
So 3 on him.
Dink. 1. Everybody's mysteriously heading towards the center. Probably the right
he'll
play.
Get another short.
Yeah, you can get a short up there to
get him to here.
Yeah, you can just climb.
He is a
big ping right there. Yep.
More obvious.
Oh boy.
Target for shots.
We're starting to get danger close already. I love it. All right.
And the last one here.
Yep.
And 2.
I don't think he's a mutant spawn, is he?
I'll have to double check.
Yeah, let's double check.
Check that one.
Yep.
He is.
I think he's just a biomech. I think you have to be a regular living model to be mutant spawn.
Yeah, some of my other guys are that lucky.
Yep.
Not him.
Not him.
He just is beautiful.
He
all
is.
by himself.
He's wonderful.
All right. And then he'll get up next to his buddy.
Right on. Okay, there we go.
And then followed up by
the Biomancer himself, quality 3.
Quality 3.
Here we go.
And
oh, you are super good. You know what? That's a heroic activation.
A heroic.
So you got 4 actions there.
All right. And 2. Seems risky to get him much closer, so I think he's going to tuck in next to his.
And you want to do an evade with him in case someone decides to start shooting?
Might as well.
Okay, because you got 4 actions.
Evade.
All right. So actually, we decided to. He still had that short move up the hill as his 3rd action. We kind of tucked him in right there. That puts him within a medium stick of the center, so he'll claim that for points at the end. And we're going to put an evade token on him and call his activation good.
All right, now moving up with the Ethermancer, quality 3s again. So
2 actions. Not bad, not bad. Gonna move up.
So he's getting in on this.
Get to that danger close range for Dark Mariner magic. That's good. That's good. You're having a great first activation. Get everybody upstream.
And now I'm going to gather magic.
You're going to channel spell points?
Channel spell points. Thank
you.
She
is an Ethermancer. Yep.
Okay. So she's looking for 2s.
Yeah, she is.
And no problem there.
So 3 spell points for her.
So we'll mark that.
Yep.
And then Mr. Remedial School here looking for 4s. And doesn't get any.
Not a 1.
Turns over
the turn. So that was the end of your turn. Let's calculate any points as we have them, and we'll start at the top of turn 2. Okay, at the end of turn 1, we've got the Biomancer here within a medium stick of the center of the table. I have no personality models. All my personality models are still in the back, so we're going to have to fix that. So we'll be capturing our score over here. So 1 point for the Dark Mariners at the bottom of turn 1. We're going to move on to the top of turn 2, Draconid Legion. Okay, top of turn 2, Draconid Legion. I'm going to start with Kotloxy. I got to get him engaged. So he is quality 2, needing 2s. So I got 2 actions. Okay, my bad. He's actually quality 3. We're going to keep that roll, so that still gives him 2 actions. So we're just going to move him on up. So medium stick, he is amphibious, so we're going to move him here. There. And we're going to move him up there. Don't know that that puts him within a medium stick, but at least he's getting closer. Yeah, definitely not within a medium stick. Okay. Next up, I am going to activate my Stalker. He is a quality 3 model, so he's within a long stick of my leader, so he'll activate on 2s. So 2 actions. So with those 2 actions, my Stalker actually has line of sight to Paul's Destroyer Biomech. So I am combat 3, and I'm gonna spend 1 action to aim and 1 action to fire. So I'm combat 3. My weapon is +0. I'm aiming, so it's actually a little bit over 1 medium stick, so there's no range penalty because of the aiming. So combat 3, big target is +1, so I'm dice +4. Paul, I believe you are combat 4.
Yep.
Okay. And with my aiming, it's -1 to your combat, so it's dice +4 versus dice +3. Let's see what happens. Ugh. I'm a 5. I'm a 5 and you're a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I beat you by 1. What's your armor?
Armor 2.
Ooh. Okay, so my winning combat difference was 1, which is less than the enemy's armor value. So no damage, but I did hit you, so I get recoil and advantage on that target. Okay, I got to get my personalities in the game here. So I'm going to activate my Sage. He's quality 3, but he's within a long stick of a leader, so he's activating on 2s. So 3 actions. So we're just going to spend a short stick to climb down. So that would put him there. Then we're going to spend 2 medium sticks. It's going to put him there for 1. And then, can I get... I don't know that I can get within a short stick. Well, I can put him right there. That's within... No, it's not within a medium stick, but I can put him right there and use my full medium stick movement just to drop him there. So we'll try to get him going next turn. Okay, next up, I'm going to try to activate my Draconid Royal Guard. He's quality 3 normally, within a long stick of a leader, so he's quality 2. So 2 actions. So he's going to move there. And then I think I'm just going to have him hug some cover right there with his second move. Okay, that's him. So next up, I'm going to do a quick activation with this guy. We're just going to move him up. Right behind the Stalker. Right there. Just to kind of try to unblock this. Next up, I'm going to activate this Stalker. Again, quality 3 within a long stick of the leader. Activating on 2s. That's cocked. So 3 actions. So I'm going to move him up. Right there. I'm going to see if we can do an aimed shot with him. Okay, so I spent 1 action to move him up here, and the rest of his 2 actions to this hot mess is he's going to shoot, he tried to attempt to shoot the Biomancer with his bow. So he is combat, so he's going to do an aim and a shoot with his last 2 actions. So he's combat 3. We've determined that the Biomancer has partial cover, so that's -1 to my combat score. You also evaded smartly last turn, right? So that's another -2 to me. So I'm dice plus 0. And so you are combat
2.
And then -1 for my aim. So that's dice plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's plus 0 versus plus 1.
All right.
So I am 3 and you are
3.
3. So no armor break on mine, and I believe you've got at least 1 point of armor.
My card's way over there.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
that's fine. Let's make sure we're doing this right. You are body armor 1. So that is a complete miss.
All right.
All right, next up, I'm going to activate my Gorger. He's quality 3. He's within a long stick of this leader, and probably that one too, but 1's enough. Activating on 2s. So that's 3 actions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to climb this little hill, and then I don't think I have enough gas to get across the hill, so that's going to take 2 actions to get right about there. And then third action, I am going to get all up in your grill. Maybe not the wisest thing to do, but I'm going to start blocking off some charge lanes right there. Okay, next up, I'm going to try to activate him. That is the Draconian Scout. He is quality 4 within a long stick of my leader, so he activates on 3s. Looks like I got 2 actions there. Thank goodness. He is airborne, so he is going to fly 2 medium sticks. So I'm going to drop him kind of right here, but he is flying at level 1, and we'll just make sure that we mark that. Okay, last on my list is my Spinebreaker. He is a quality 4 leader model, which is a little bit rare. So he is going to, I'm going to attempt, you know what? I'm going to let discretion be the better half of valor. We're just going to do a quick activation and move him upfield. And that is turn 2 for the Draconid Legion.
All right, so we're going to kick off Lithiana. She saved up those 3 spell points.
She sure did.
Quality 2. Let's see how far we get.
Oh my god.
3 more and a heroic.
And so you've got 4 more actions.
4 more actions.
So you've got a total pool of 7.
So, Dimensional Vortex.
So you're going to cast Dimensional Vortex with that. Okay, so you've got 7 points worth of movement and casting and all sorts of fun shenanigans.
And so, we're going to get her a little closer to the action. Actually, I'll probably take her this way. She can juice the spell an extra length, so she needs then 3 points just to get the spell off.
Okay, so
that gets us up to 4.
You've used 4 of your points, yep.
So up to 3 sticks, base, 1, 2, and 3. Has to be within line of sight.
Okay.
Which I believe then allows me to.
You're just going to drop it right on top of that Gorger?
Yeah, probably a little bit back behind.
Okay, we're going to place that template. Okay, Paul, so you just dropped that little pie plate right there. You've got 3 Draconids within the range of that. So she basically casts that. She's got line of sight to the center of it.
Right.
So
and she used her save spell points to do it.
Yep.
So they're expended.
Yep, so that thing is there, and I don't think I have a way of getting rid of that unless I try to kill Lithiana. So you've still got some actions to go.
I do. And with all of these bonus activations, she can get...
She's airborne, so she's
medium,
flying.
And kind of another medium to there.
But she's flying, right?
Right. And then she can pick up an evade token.
Okay, so you're going to put her there. She's evading. Okay, wow. That was pretty impressive. Well done. All right, who's next?
All right, so now we're going to activate the big guy. He's going to be quality 3 in range of the man with the staff. And
nearly
3
heroic.
Big activations for him. I think a short.
Yeah, to climb up.
Will get him most of his base, just enough to...
Yeah, you might need to take 2 shorts to get him there, to place his full base.
If he's hanging off like that?
Yeah, he's probably okay. Oh boy, you are super close. So that was 1 or 2 actions to get up there?
That was 1 to that point.
Okay. Okay, so you are danger close with that biomech to the Gorger, and you're going to decide to light him up, right?
Yeah, point blank.
Okay, I love it.
Energy short +2. I can aim with my extra activation. Combat 5 gets me to 7.
Correct.
And you are combat...
I am combat 4, as you aimed, so I am at 4. So dice +8 versus dice +4. All right, here we go. Oh, not good. So you are 14, and I am a 6. You would definitely double me, so that's 2 wounds to the body and fallen. Takes 2 wounds to the body, which actually kills him. He only has 2 wounds on his body.
Oh.
So he is dead.
Is this the ceremonial turning of the die? There?
Yes, so that you killed somebody within the center of the zone, so you get an additional victory point for that. Okay, that was the Hunter-Killer Biomech doing what he does.
Moving on. Biomech here is going to get into the action.
Yes.
And looking for 3s. Look at that.
Oh, no.
Not good for me.
1 action and you turn over the turn.
And again, it would be a short to get up the... So...
You can just put him at the edge there, and we'll remember his base is kind of at the edge of the green there. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's make sure we total up your victory points, or our victory points. We total the victory points at the end of the game turn. So I have no personality models within a medium stick, and I believe you still... Oh, wait.
I have 2.
Did I knock him back? Oh, I knocked him back.
You knocked him back, yeah.
Yeah, so he's still there, and you've got another personality model?
So...
Oh, right, her. Yep. Okay, so you've got 2 additional victory points, so let's make sure you capture those. And I've still got none.
Early lead, Dark Mariners.
Early lead. All right, we got to catch up here, Dragons. All right, top of turn 3, Draconid Legion. All right, top of turn 3, Draconid Legion. I'm going to start with my Ridgeback Stalker. He's within a long base, or a long stick of my leader there, so he activates on 2s. So 2 actions. I am going to do... and aim and shoot. So she is actually one level higher than I am. So, and I'm outside a medium stick. So that means it's, even though I aim, it's still an additional aim. It's an additional range stick because I have to aim up as well. So he is combat 3. Weapon is +0. And with the -2 for the range. So I am dice +1, and you are combat
2.
Combat 2.
Combat 3, I'm sorry.
Combat 3, -1 because of my aim. And so you are dice +2, and I am dice +1.
All right.
All right, here we go. Oh boy. I think I just miss. Yep, I miss. So that's him. All right, next up, I have got to get this zone down. And the only way I can do that is by killing Lithiana. So I think my only real option here is to go with Kotloxi. He's activating on 3s. So 2 actions. All right, so I would have to go here. So I can only do a short stick to move up that hill because it's difficult. So I could do that and then a step and attack there. Yeah, let's do that. So I can do this. Now remember, she's flying. I'm gonna move your evasive thing there just because it's kind of in the way. But we know she's evading. But we'll do this. Boink. And we're gonna get him to stand up, and we'll come back with that combat. Okay, so we've got a massive combat going on here. So Kotloxi is combat 5. He's bigger, so he's +1 for that. So 6 +1 for his weapon is 7. +2 because he rushed, so that's 9. But I'm -2 because Lithiana is evading. So my total dice, I am dice +7. And Paul, you are?
Yeah, so Lithiana's base 3. Her plasma blade gets her with a +2. To 5, and then higher ground for flying gets her to 6.
Airborne, right.
Airborne, yes.
So 7 versus 6. Here we go. Equal. So we basically, I'm a 10 and you're a 10. My armor break is 2. What's your armor?
Armor is only 1.
Okay, so I did break armor, but I certainly did not double you. So she takes a wound and is fallen. Okay, so Lithiana is now fallen. If an airborne model becomes fallen, they have to make a quality check to avoid falling damage. So let's see. You're quality 2, right?
Quality 2.
And your other dice is right there. There you go, buddy. All right, so 2s. You're just fine. Absolutely. You're heroically not fallen. Well, you are fallen, but you don't take any damage. So just 1 wound to the body there. All right, next up, I'm going to try to activate my Draconid Scout. He's within a long stick of that leader, so activating on 3s. 3 actions. So he is, remember, he is flying, so he's going to go... Going to fly him right over there. And with his last action, he's going to try to shoot Lithiana. So with my last action, I'm going to try to shoot Lithiana with my bow. So he is combat 3, +0 for his weapon. And he's within a medium stick, so there's no range bonuses or minuses there. And so she has fallen. So we're at the same level, so there's no high ground or airborne bonuses there. So, and your combat is...
3. And
there's no deltas on combat scores for fallen opponents. So I am dice +3 and you are dice +3. All right, here we go. Oh.
All
right, so that's a hit, but do I break armor? What's your armor?
Armor 1.
Armor 1. I think I blow through your armor.
Yep.
So I am I'm total of 9 and you're a total of 8?
Correct.
All right, so that's 1 more wound on the body. Okay, next up I'm going to activate Kusa, the Draconid Sage. He's normally quality 3. He's within a long stick of that leader, so he's activating on 2s. So 3 actions. So we're just going to do this. We're going to move, we're going to skirt that zone. So that's 1. I'm going to take a short stick to move up. This is probably foolhardy. Put him right there. And then I need points in that zone. So am I in the within middle? Yep. So I am going to do an evasive action as my third action. And I'm going to steal that because she's no longer evading. All right, so evasive action there. Ah. Okay, and then next up, I am going to activate this leader. I am going to do action activating on 4s. Ugh. So one action, and I turn over the turn. I'm going to try to move him up here because I'm going to start hitting that wall so I can get him there, and that ends his turn. All right, over to bottom of turn 3, Dark Mariners. Okay, bottom of turn 3, Paul. What's in the plan?
All right, we'll see if we can get Lithiana out of immediate harm's way.
Okay, she's fallen, so you need to activate her.
See how many we get. And only 2.
2 actions. Okay, so I assume one of them is to stand up.
Yep, one will be to stand up.
Okay, the first action is stand up, so we remove that. And the second action is to...
I'm going to try to get her over. Don't think I can keep her within scoring range. Not anywhere I can legally place the
So remember,
model.
she's on the ground.
Yeah. So actually, I might just try to take her straight back this way.
It would be a short stick down the hill, too, sadly.
All right. And so to break out of combat, I need 2 successes?
You need 2, yeah, you need a quality check of 2 ups. You're
Not
fine.
a problem.
No free hack on her.
So that will get her among her buddies.
And get her out of immediate danger.
So that's...
We can put her there on the flat and kind of, we know she's a little bit farther back.
It'll come relevant because if these guys get to move...
Yep, exactly.
We'll go from there.
So she moved.
All right.
Get the heck out of dodge.
Next, he's going to cast a spell.
All right.
We'll see if we can get time shift off for this guy. He's looking for 3s.
Okay.
Look at that.
Not a problem.
All
right, so your Aethermancer has 3 actions, and he's pretty darn close to that biomech, right?
So he is going to move up, so I'm clearly within a short stick and still line of sight. And then I will give this biomech the time zone.
Time
warp.
Yeah. You'll give him a point of time warp for activation.
Yep. So that will get him to a quality 2 when I activate him.
This fallen, what's that on?
He's on. That's when you shot him and he fell back.
Oh, that's right.
So he is definitely fallen, but
was that knockback an advantage? I think
it was a quality of your weapon, I thought.
Well, we'll look that up. Okay, so you're moving up. You're casting time warp on him. Okay, and you've got 1 more point.
And I'm gonna just lose it. He'll be right there.
Just burn it. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right.
What's next?
So, moving over to the Hunter Killer.
Okay.
He's going to activate on 3s.
Yep, because of the Biomancer. Whoa, very nice.
Big 3. So he will come to here.
Yep.
So he doesn't enter the vortex to suck him into the world of nothingness.
Just going to shimmy over.
But yeah, I'm going to shoot you in the back, my friend.
Okay. I think, are you sure you don't want to, well, you'd have to get into the zone to get any closer because I'm pretty sure that's not a short stick. But you can aim to mitigate the range.
Correct.
Okay,
We'll do that.
Yeah, you don't want to go into that zone. All right, so you're going to shoot him, right? All right. Okay, so the Hunter-Killer Biomech is shooting Kotloxi, my leader. So walk us through your math.
All right, so combat 5. Weapon +2, and your model is big.
Yep.
5, 6, 7 gets me to +8.
Right, and you used one of your actions to aim. So I'm normally dice +5, and I'm -1 for your aim. So no range bonuses or penalties for you because you aimed, because you're 2 short sticks. So it's dice +8 versus dice +4. Here we go.
Oh.
Okay, so you're a 14 and I'm a 6. You doubled me, so that is 2 wounds to the body and fallen. He's actually tough, so he can only be fallen on a doubling. So he actually is fallen in this case. Okay, so you did wound Loxy. He's got 2 wounds off his body, so he's got 8 wounds on his body remaining. But your weapon does transfix me on a resistance check, right?
Correct.
So I need to roll 2 4-ups. Ooh, he is transfixed. All right, so he is not only fallen, but he is transfixed as well. All right, Paul, what's next?
All right, so that destroyer biomech that just got juiced up by the time warp.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to activate him looking for 2s.
Yep,
And
you got
get
3 actions.
As you would hope.
Do you want to, let's move this so that we can kind of, oh, geez, sorry. I knocked my own guy down.
So we will get him to there. Now he is on the ground level.
Right.
Shooting up. So we need to make sure that that's
and who are we shooting?
A short.
Him. Okay.
I think. He shoots...
Get everybody back to where they were.
I think he shoots a medium. He shoots a medium.
Okay. So you're going to try to shoot that scout.
I think I should be fine.
Okay.
I just can't stand in my own blast radius.
Right.
So...
Well, you're up one. He's up 1 level, so it won't hit you because it's only a short stick radius.
Okay. Fair enough.
But you can shoot up. And so...
Yeah. So I think I'm there, right?
Yep.
Even with a medium stick?
Well, yeah, if you're a medium...
He's a medium range.
Medium range. That's actually, since you're not right next to him, that would mean that there's another... So when you go up, it's 1 medium stick as well. So you're actually technically 2 medium sticks away if you're not at the same level.
All right. So he gets no modifier.
You would have a modifier of -2. Did you aim? Are you going to aim?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd have no modifier then. Yep, you're good. Yep. Okay, so you're going to shoot him with your blast weapon there. So what is your combat score?
4.
So your combat 4. You're aiming.
I'm aiming.
Yeah.
Plasma cannon is +2.
So 5, 6. And so I am combat 3. -1 because of your aim. So I'm 2, and I will do an emergency evade, which will make you -2 on your roll. So that means we are dice plus... I'm dice plus 2, and you are dice plus...
4.
Okay, dice plus 2 plus dice plus 4. Oh boy. That's a miss.
All right, now since it's a blast, though, doesn't he have to roll also?
He's going to have to roll as well. Yep.
Okay.
So
I got to beat the 1.
I roll against your 1.
So you got to beat a 5.
So he's a combat 3, I want to say. So beat a 5. We're good.
Good.
All right. Okay. What's next?
All right. So I'm going to activate this guy.
Yeah.
He's looking for 3s.
Because you're within a long stick of the Biomaster. Yep.
And 2 of them. All right. So taking the short stick up. And Mr. Evasive.
Yes.
Dodge this.
All right. So what's your numbers there?
So combat 4. Disruptor Blaster is +1.
Yep.
So I think I'm just a 5.
Yep. Dice plus 5. And so I am combat. Let's look that up real quick. I am combat. I am combat 3. And I'm evading, so you're -2 on your shot. So I think we're both 3s? Okay, 3 versus 3. I think you hit me.
Sure enough, I am armor break 2.
Is that a blast by any chance?
It is. It's actually a spray.
Oh, okay. So you spray you spray him. Okay, no problem. Okay, so what does that do? So you got a... I'm sure you broke my armor.
Correct.
So it's a wound and fallen? Okay, a wound and fallen.
And that is also a resonate check on that shot.
Okay, for transfixing?
Yep.
All right. All right, so he has taken 1 wound and is fallen. I have to take a resonate check on 4s. So we're good. He is not transfixed. All right, what's next, Paul?
All right, we'll see if Mr. Remedial back here,
Captain Smashy, can
move, and he cannot.
Not so much
interested at all.
We are just not in it today. All right, so that was the bottom of turn 3. Let's calculate some victory points. Remember, she's a little bit down, so I think we just kind of check that. She's not in, right?
Yep.
Okay, she's not in.
And so that leaves me the one guy that's been scoring before.
Yep,
so
he's still there.
Kick me up to 5.
Yep, okay. And so I've got... my one guy there who's a personality model, he is in, so that's 1 point. This guy's also a personality, so that's 2 points. So I've got 2 points starting this turn. So we're going to move to the top of turn 4, Draconid Legion. We've got some catching up to do. All right, top of turn 4, Draconid Legion. I'm going to activate him. He's within a long stick of the leader, so activating on 2s.
Whoa!
Oh my god. So 1 action, and I turn over the turn. We're just going to try to shoot Lithiana. So 1, so she's definitely in 2 range bands. So that is, so I'm combat 3. She's not bigger. My weapon is +0, and she is combat 3.
She's combat 3.
Yeah, and I'm -2 to my shot because of range. So,
and she is a little down the hill.
Yeah, and you're going to get partial cover for that. So I'm dice +0 and you're dice +3.
Correct.
All right, so 0 versus 3. Nope, complete miss. Over to the bottom of turn 4, Dark Mariners. All right, Paul, bottom of turn 4, Dark Mariners. What are we doing?
All right. We'll go ahead and move this biomech. I'll just do a step and attack.
You're going to do a quick activation,
Yep.
step and attack?
Yep.
Okay.
So he's going to, he starts off,
Combat 4, right?
he's big versus smaller +1.
Yep.
He will do his big claw for another +1.
Okay, so you're up to 6.
And I think that's as much as I can get.
Okay, and I am combat 3, so I will roll a dice +3 versus dice +6. Here we go. Ugh. Okay, so I'm a 9 and you're a 11?
Correct.
All right. You blow through armor on that, so that is another wound to his body. He has 3 wounds
Another
total.
wound.
And do I need to roll? Is that got the resonate on it?
It does not, but it has the grab.
Okay, so he's grabbed.
So victim cannot move away. To break free, 1 action with a strength check -1 with 2 successes.
Right.
Victim may still attack. Grabber gets a +1 combat when making an attack against a grabbed victim.
Right. So he has fallen and grabbed.
Fallen and grabbed.
So and he has 1 wound remaining on his body. All right. What's next?
All right, so we'll go and activate.
The Hunter Killer.
We'll go ahead and activate the Hunter Killer.
Okay. And I believe you're activating on 3s.
Activating on 3s.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
Only 1.
1.
All right.
Make it count.
So I'll take another shot at your leader.
Okay.
This time without the additional bonus for aiming.
Right. Dice math on that shot.
All right. Combat 5.
Mm-hmm.
+2 for the weapon. And +1 for you being big.
Correct. +2 for me being transfixed gets you up to 9.
Gets me up to 9.
But
Thank you.
-2 because you're more than 1 short stick away, so you're dice +7. And I am just straight up dice +5 for my combat. So 7 versus 5.
Oh. Armor break of 4.
Yep, so that definitely hits. So you do another wound. He's already fallen.
Yep.
But another one. So he's got 3 wounds on his body.
Just need another resonate.
Another resonate check. Yes. Let's do
See
that
if
real
you're
quick.
even more transfixed or maybe
Well,
even
actually-
wounded.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only way that this is relevant is if I roll 3 failures.
Let's see some 1s. Not today.
No, he's totally fine.
All right.
All right, next up. Okay, so that turn was pretty legendary in terms of failure to activate. So now we're going to move to calculate points. So I think you got 1 more point, right?
Right.
So you've got 1 point, and I've still got the same 2 personality models within a medium stick. So we're now up to 6 to 4, which is amazing. I feel like I don't know that my score is actually commensurate with the work that I've done. Anyways, moving on, let's move on to the top of turn 5 for the Draconid Legion. All right, top of turn 5. I mean, you can give me feedback if I'm being an idiot, but my best option right now is to activate him on 2s. He's within a long stick of the leader, so we need 2s. Is that
Heroic.
Is that heroic? My goodness, it is. Okay, so a 3-point aim shot into Lithiana. I'm within range, so that's -4 to your combat score for Lithiana. So she's actually a total of dice -1.
Mm-hmm.
You've got tactical cover still because she's a little bit downhill, but I can still see you. So I am -1 on my combat score. So I am dice +2 and you are dice -1. So here we go. Oh boy.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. So I'm an 8 and you are a 1. I triple you. Quadruple you, as a matter of fact. I think she's dead.
And gruesomely dead.
Gruesomely dead at that. So that was a gruesome kill. And the only 2 models that you need to do will checks against for morale are these 2 guys, because the biomechs care not. They are biomechs and they are immune. So we need will checks on the Biomancer and the Ethermancer.
All right, so the Biomancer has a will of 3.
Okay. All good. You love it.
And the Ethermancer will of 4.
You're fine.
All right.
Right on. They can do it. They didn't like her anyways. All right. So that was the 3 of the 4 actions for that scout, or excuse me, for that archer there. I can't really do anything else with his remaining actions, so I'm just going to move on to my next guy. All right, next up I need to do Kotlaxi. He is transfixed and fallen. So if I get a perfect activation, I can stand up. I can spend 2 actions to get rid of the transfix and spend 1 action to stand up. So I need 3s on this. Nope. So I only get 2 actions. So what I can do is I can shake the transfix, but I can't stand up. Well, I'll get that out of there. Here we go. All right, so he's there. So he's no longer transfixed, but I cannot stand up because I don't have enough gas in the tank. All right, next up. Oh, and this zone goes away because Lithiana's dead. So one of the after effects of Lithiana dying is that spell goes away. So these guys are no longer in danger. So now I'm going to activate my other stalker. He's within a long stick of a leader, so activating on 2s. Heroic activation, as a matter of fact. Okay, so I can't shoot the Annihilator Biomech because I'm not ruthless, so I can't shoot into hand-to-hand. I also can't fit my base in there, so I cannot get into hand-to-hand combat. So I did 1 action to move up, so I'm going to spend 1 action to shoot your heavy, or your Hunter-Killer Biomech. So with 2 aims and a shot, that's -2 to your combat score. You're big, so I'm combat 3, +1 because you're big, +0 because of my weapon, so I'm dice +4, and you are dice plus.
So combat 5.
Yep.
-2.
-2 because of my aiming. So
combat 3.
Okay, so 4 versus 3. Here we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. So 10 versus 4. I doubled you.
Doubling doesn't affect this model.
Yep, because he's tough.
Yep.
Okay, but I did break armor, right?
He has body armor 5.
Okay, so you are. What did you total?
So I'm looking at 4 versus
10.
So
yeah,
6. So you still got through it.
Wow.
So he takes a wound.
Takes 1 wound, and he's tough, right?
He is tough.
So he is not fallen, but he does take a wound.
Correct.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, next up I'm going to activate the Royal Guard. He's normally quality 3. I'm within a long stick of my leader, so he activates on 2s. So 3 actions. So he is going to move over there. Whoop. Ah. I'm going to move him right there. And I'm going to take an action to shoot. So I've got a projectile short +2, and I'm going to shoot your Hunter-Killer Biomech. So I am combat 4 +1 because you are big, +2 for my weapon, and I've got 2 actions remaining, and I'm going to spend 1 to aim. So that gives you -1. So I am 4, 5, 6 for my weapon, 7 for you being big. So I'm dice +7, and you are?
We said I am just at -1 from the aim.
Correct.
So total of 4.
4. Okay, so 7 versus 4. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay, so that is 13 versus 8. It's more than 5 body armor, right?
You're at 5.
At
so
5.
He has 5 body armor.
Yeah, okay. So equal is 1 wound.
1 wound. He takes another.
Takes 1 more wound. Well, he's only got, what, like 27 more wounds?
He has 6 total.
Oh, God. 6 left or 6 total?
6 total.
Okay, gotcha. So I've done 2 wounds to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's tough. All right. Next up, I will do... I'm going to do a quick activation with him. So he's still on the hill. So I only get a short move, but I'm going to move him up to right about there. That's right? Maybe not quite that far. All right. Next up, I will do this guy, the Ridgeback Breaker. He is quality 4. He's within a long stick of my leader, so he activates on 3s. One action, and I turn over the turn, so he is just going to kind of get himself central, and we're going to call that the top of turn 5. Sorry, we missed a video clip here, but essentially the Annihilator Biomech attacked Kafkusa, and we'll see the result. We just missed the clip. Apologies for that. All right, so I rolled a 6 and Paul rolled a 3. So let's go through our math one more time to make sure we got it right. So Paul, right. You are combat.
4.
4, plus 1 because you're bigger.
5.
Plus 1 because you grabbed me.
6, and plus 1 because the big mech talons are plus 1 in hand-to-hand.
So 7.
Mm-hmm. Plus you're fallen.
Plus I am fallen, so that's 8, 9.
9.
And so
getting
you
me to 12.
Getting you to 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am combat 3, plus 6 is 9. So you beat me by 3,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
My armor is only 1.
Yep.
So I take another wound to the body, which kills me. All right, Paul, what's next?
All right. So this Destroyer Biomech is going to take his blast shot at that tight configuration. I might get my own Hunter-Killer.
Look at all those guys grouped right there.
But,
so this guy's going to try to shoot up that hill. He's a medium shot, so it's a little bit of range penalty, but we can work through that. All right.
Let's see where the dice fall.
Yeah, activating on 3s?
On 3s.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so you got 3 actions. You can spend 1 to aim to stay right where you are.
And I think that's the idea.
Okay, so Paul, you shot that Annihilator Biomech. This is the guy that... This guy right here is really kind of the only guy that you have within line of sight because he's blocking. So we're going to drop that pie plate right on top of him. So basically, you hit everybody up there, and including your own Hunter-Killer, but I don't know that you should really be too worried about that.
Nope. So a double aim and a shot.
Yep. So what's that in terms of math?
So combat 4.
Mm-hmm.
His plasma cannon is a +2.
4, 5, 6.
To 6.
Yep. Okay, and I am combat 4. So we rolled to hit the first model.
Yeah. So
and you're doing a double aim, right?
Yep.
So that's -2 to me, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'll roll first to see what everyone's rolling against.
Right, exactly.
At
so
+6.
We roll against that guy, and then we roll against everyone else.
Okay.
So dice +2 for me.
And 12.
And I rolled a 7. You did not double him, but he is wounded and fallen. Okay, so that blast hit that breaker. He has got 1 wound and fallen. So now I've got to roll a hit against that 6, that 12 total, against all my other guys, or be hit as well. So the combat score on the Draconid Royal Guard is a 4. So I need a D6. So that's 5. So he is doubled. So 2 wounds and fallen on him. Okay, the Stalker is combat 3. Whoa. So 4, so he is tripled, which means, I believe means he is dead. That's a gruesome kill, as a matter of fact. So he's dead. Against the Ridgeback Spinebreaker, he is combat 4. 10, so you do not double him, but he's got a wound and fallen. And then against Kotloxi, he is combat 5. 9, so just another wound on him. So he's got 3 wounds on his body. So Draconid Royal Guard's got a wound. He's got 3 wounds on his body, and he's got a wound on his body, and they are both fallen. Good shooting. Okay, so there was a gruesome kill in that shot, so now I need to do will checks on a lot of these guys. So the will on the Stalker is 4. So he is going to be moving off the table. Okay, so he needs to do 2 moves towards the closest table edge. We'll follow up on that one. So the the Spinebreaker is doing 2 moves towards the closest table edge. The will on the Royal Guard is 3. So he's fine. 2 successes. The will on the Breaker is 4. Ooh, so 1 movement towards the closest table edge. And on Kotloxi, his will is... And the will on Kotloxi is 3. 1 move towards the closest table edge. So I need to... I'm assuming he's fallen, but we'll just assume that he can move like a normal will check. So I will move those guys and we'll be right back. Okay, so I resolved all of the Draconids running away. So he had to move 2 towards the closest table edge. He ran 1 and kind of stopped at the edge there. He was fine, and then he ran 1 down the hill. We've still got the fallen status on them. I kind of assume that they're crawling away from all the burning plasma. Now, not only do I need to roll the morale check for the gruesome kill, we need to roll that they're on fire, right?
Yep.
For Ignite. So for each one of these guys, it's a quality check.
Yep.
So on Kotloxi, I need 3s. So he's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
He is on 4s. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's on 4s. He's on fire. And the Royal Guard is on 3s. He's fine. So these 3 guys are on fire.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
So upon your activation, we'll look to resolve what happens with the burning.
Okay, got it. All right, sounds good. All right, so I captured the fire with these dazed counters. It just means that they're on fire. We need to resolve that. They've been ignited. So that was a pretty amazing round of shooting. We're going to go to the Hunter-Killer next?
Go to Hunter-Killer.
All right, what are we doing?
His target is obvious.
Okay. What's the math?
And...
So you're doing a quick activation? Or are you going to try to do multiple activations?
No, I'll do a quick.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going to take that 1 action.
Yep.
And shoot.
So combat 5.
Mm-hmm.
He gets +2 for the weapon.
Yep.
And I believe that's it.
All right, and so I am combat 4. So 5 versus 4. Here we go. That's a hit.
Mine's a total 7, so...
Mine's a total of...
So I'm 13.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, you roll a 6. How can it be a 7? Okay, so in my body, if you roll a total of 13,
correct.
That totally blows through his armor. So that is another wound, and he's already fallen. So he's got, I want to say he's got 3 wounds on his body. No, he's only got 2 wounds. Make double sure. Yep, he has 2 wounds on his body, so he is dead. All right, who's next?
All right, so then the Ethermancer there, I'll see if I can get him to move looking for 3s.
Mm-hmm. 2.
And I get 2.
Yeah.
He
Is the Leviathan gonna even join the battle?
You know, I don't see where he's...
maybe he's not needed.
I can do... There might not be enough. Can I do like a medium and then a short to there? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, sure.
So like a medium to the base and then a short, kind of just to knock over models.
Yeah, because that's how you roll.
Yep. And that's how they do too, apparently. Thereabouts.
Right on.
And do I roll for him?
It's up to you.
You feel lucky, punk?
Let's see what happens. Roll.
In the tradition of rolling.
Do it.
Hey!
All right, so that is the bottom of turn 5. Let's calculate points. So you've got, I think, 2 personalities there, right?
Yep.
The Ethermancer and the Biomancer.
And I think 2 guys died within the zone.
And so 2 guys died within the zone, so that's another +2. So let's capture that real quick. So that's 4 more, right? Mm-hmm. And then I don't think, give me a medium stick, will you? I don't think my leader is within... Actually, yeah, he is. He is. So I get a point. Right. Get a point for him.
And you did kill Lithiana, but she was out of the zone.
She was not in the center, correct? Yeah, because she was kind of back here. Yep. So I get 1 point for him, and then that puts me to 5. All right. So it is 10 to 5, bottom of turn 5. We're going to move to the top of turn 6. Draconid Legion. All right, top of turn 6. Kotloxi, the Ridgeback Spinebreaker, and the Ridgeback breaker here are all on ignited. They're on fire. However, if you move into shallow water, the ignition goes away. So these two are no longer ignited, but he still is. He's still on dry land. So we will deal with the ignite condition when we get to him. So first up, I am going to activate my stalker. He's within a long stick of my leader, so he activates on twos. 3 actions. And he is going to I'm going to shoot your Biomancer. So I'm going to do a 2-point aim. So that puts -2 to you. But you've got partial cover because you're kind of down the ridge line a little bit. So it's -1 to me. So that I am combat 3 +0 for my weapon, and -1 because of the tactical cover for you. So I am dice +2.
And I'm combat 2 at -2, did you say?
-2 for the 2
Straight up.
So straight dice versus 2. Ooh.
So that's cocked.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But same result.
Yep. So I hit you. I do not double you. And do you have more than 2? I think you've only got 1 armor, right?
He has 1 armor.
Yep. Okay, so that is a wound and fallen. Next up, I'm going to do my scout. He's quality 4, but within a long stick of a leader, so activating on 3s. So 2 actions. So remember, he is 1 level up. So I'm going to move 1. And I'm going to shoot that Biomancer. So I'm within range. So I am combat 3, no aiming. I think from this position you do not have tactical cover because I'm above. So I'm attacking from above, so that's +1. So I am, and I believe my bow is +0. So I am combat 4.
And did you get an aim or?
No aim.
Okay, so I'm just combat 2.
You are combat 2. Okay, so let's make sure we got this right. My bow is +0. Correct. All right, so combat 3 +1 because of aerial is 4. Ugh. So I got 5 versus 6. I missed. All right, next up I'm going to do Kotloxi, the Lizard Man Lord. Please. 3s. That was a 1, although you couldn't see it. So, come on. That was a 1. So there's 1 action, and I turn over the turn. I'm just going to stand up. So that was turn 6, top of turn 6. We're going to move over to the bottom of turn 6, Dark Mariners. All right, bottom of turn 6. What's up?
All right, so we're going to start off with the Hunter Killer.
Okay, activating on.
Looking for 3s.
Fishing for 3s. Got 2 of them.
2.
All right, 2 actions. What are you doing with him?
All right, so he'll move here, so he's a clear short stick shot into your flying,
the Flying Dutchman
dude.
Yes.
And we'll give him a shot to the back.
Okay, sounds good.
So
I am combat 3.
Combat 5 and +2 for the disruptor cannon. So I think I'm at +7.
Okay, so I am dice +3 and you are dice +7. Here we go. I'm 6 and you're 12.
12.
Doubled. Yeah. So he actually might be dead. Let me go check wounds. So he only has 2 wounds on his body. So he has just been pulped by that blaster. So he is dead. And so I think I might need to take half warband check at this point. Probably a little bit late. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've only got 4 people left. So I need to do some morale checks. All right, so we're going to do morale checks on everyone. His will is 4. So he's fine. 2 successes. Kotloxi's will is 3. He's just fine. The Stalker's will is 3. They're just fine. And then the Breaker's will is... Let's take a look at that one. And the Breaker's will is 4. So he moves one movement stick towards the closest table edge. So that was him. So he just has to go down here. And actually that means that his ignition goes away as well. So that was morale checks for my guy. Oh, and we did Loxy, didn't we?
We did.
We did. Okay, good.
Good.
All right, so that's everybody. All right, Paul, what are we doing next?
All right, so the Destroyer Biomech is going to take a shot, I think, at your Lizard Man.
Loxy, this guy?
Let's take. So if I shoot him, though, I don't get the other 2. It doesn't really matter. It looks like I can only get one of them.
Yeah, I think you're only going to get one guy.
Yeah, because they're been a different level. So I might as well just shoot for him since he's in range.
Okay, sounds good. You going to do a quick action, or are you going to try to get aim and all that good stuff?
I'll just take it as a quick.
Okay, sounds good. So you need to roll...
So combat 4.
Yep, I'm big.
And +2 for the plasma cannon.
So that's 7.
I think that's where we're at.
Okay, and I am dice +5 for my combat. So here we go. Ugh. So you're 12 and I am 7. You don't double me, but you do another wound. So that's 4 wounds on his body.
And he's tough, so he doesn't fall.
Correct. And is there any ignition or anything on this one?
This one does have the ignite rule like before.
Okay, so that
But he's in water, so I don't think it matters.
True statement. Yeah, it would actually probably just go out immediately. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to do him.
Okay, Biomancer.
My fallen on 3s.
3s.
So
so close to heroic.
Yep,
but just 2. So probably spend one of those to stand him up.
Yep. And then I can't move through my own model.
No.
So I think I have to crawl along the beachhead here. So basically he's on the rocks on the other side of this.
What are you trying to do? You could move him up here to get him within.
But then I'm just going to get shot more. So the idea is not to be shot.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get away. Okay,
Yeah.
What's the motivation?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, and I think that would. So he's on the rocks.
Gotcha. You can just put him on the
Clutching to
floor there, and
Yeah.
we just remember where he is.
Okay.
Darn terrain. Okay.
But not falling.
Not fallen.
And then we'll see if Mr. Leviathan wants to.
You don't want to
lumber
do your
forward.
Annihilator?
Oh,
He's within the long stick, your 2 long sticks of your biomet.
No, you're right. I did forget.
Your Biomancer. Yep.
So yeah, we'll do it. So he needs 3s.
You need 3.
So he gets.
That's 3 actions. A respectable 3.
And let me look up the range on his.
I think it's short.
It is short. It's the one with the spray.
Yeah.
So, but still, we have guys on different levels. You have the dude on
You could totally come up here and spray that stalker.
the. Oh shit. Well, I think can't I just charge him instead?
You could. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could rush him.
Yeah, I will rush.
Okay.
I'll rush the stalker.
All right. All right, let's do some dice on that. So you are combat 4.
Combat 4, big in hand to hand.
5.
5.
What's your weapon?
The Talon is. How's it going? So 4, 5, and I'll do the claw, so it'll just get me to 6.
Okay.
And with the rush, right?
And with the rush is -2 to me. Or sorry, +2 to you. Sorry. It's not a mighty blow.
Yeah, so I'll be 8.
Yeah, so you'll be 8. And I am just combat 3. So 8 versus 3? Oh god. Ooh.
9 on 4.
9 versus 4, so you double me. And he only has 2 wounds to the body. He's dead.
But not in the zone.
Not in the zone. He wasn't a character anyways. Oh, right.
Yeah,
He's not a character, but you didn't kill him in the zone.
Yeah,
so not a point.
For
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the Dark Mariner rampage continues.
And
Man,
Leviathan.
Leviathan, do it!
Oh
Hey!
no! Not heroic.
Not heroic.
But hey, he's having a.
Yeah,
It's a good turn.
You do you, boo.
Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Hey, thanks to welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, pal. All right. Is there anybody left?
Nope, that's everybody.
That's everybody. Okay, so that was the bottom of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So how many? You've got 2 personalities?
Yeah, he's a little closer.
He's closer, of course.
Yep.
We know that.
So that's 2.
Plus 2. Did you kill anybody in the zone this turn? Don't think you did.
No, I think
these guys all ran away.
This guy.
The flying guy, he was on level 1. He was not in, no.
Correct.
So you get 2 for your personalities. I still get the 1 for my personality. So
he's in?
Yeah, he was in. He was in before, so he must be in now.
Okay.
Okay, that is the bottom of the turn. We're going to move to the top of the next turn for Draconid Legion. Okay, top of turn 7. It is going to be quite a stretch to try to pull this one out for a victory for the Draconid Legion, but we're going to try. So we're going to start with Kotloxi, the Lizardman Lord. I need 3s, folks. Hey, 2. A respectable 2. I'll take that. So a short stick up there to move. Because of the height difference, we'll just call it that. And then can I... I can't charge your Biomancer. I could engage, but I couldn't actually hit him because I've only got 2 actions. Darn it. Okay. Well, and this guy's not in the zone, but this guy is, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I can't get a victory point for... I sincerely doubt I can kill him. But you know what? Let's do it. Gonna attack! Attack! Okay, so we're going to attack here. It's a rush, so he's combat 5. Rush is +2, +1 for his weapon. And we're both big, so there's no bonuses there. So I'm dice +8.
And I am 5 and +1 with the big tentacles.
Okay, so it's 8 versus 6.
8 versus 6.
Here we go. Ooh. So you got 8, and I got a 11. Not doubled, but a wound. And
but a wound.
But not fallen, right?
Correct.
So I think you've only got 3 wounds left on him?
Correct.
Oh, boy.
That was his 3rd wound.
All right. So next up, I don't have a whole lot left here. We're going to try to activate this Ridgeback Spinebreaker on 4s. I got to get him in the zone. Hey! So a medium move.
We'll stand up.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Thank you. Good point. Stand up. Well, a medium move won't get me. This fallen is for him. So we're going to do this. A medium move. Put him right there. Okay. All right. So now we're going to try to do that. Ridgeback Lizard Man. So he activates on 3s because he's within a long stick of a leader. 3 actions. So first action is to stand up. Second action is to move up. So it's a short stick to basically get up that hill. And one more action. I feel like the smart play is to get him into hand-to-hand because you don't have anybody that's ruthless. So kind of step and attack so that won't be... I guess you could call that a charge. It's 2 moves to move up there.
Sure.
So we'll do that. Okay, so we're going to do a charge attack there. So he is combat. Let's find out. You can keep it recording. I'll just cut this shit out.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so my Ridgeback Breaker is combat 4. He's +1 for his weapon is 5. +1 for charge is 6, so I'm dice +6.
And I'm 4 +1 for big, and +5 for the big tentacles.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, wow, +5 for the tentacles. So you're 5 total, right?
Yeah, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Gotcha. Oh, you're 6 total.
Correct.
Okay, I'm 6 as well. So it's even dice. Complete tie. Nothing happens. Right?
Right.
It's your dice +6. I'm dice +6. If you get exact tie.
And he does have armor.
He does have armor.
Armor, body armor 2.
Yep. Okay, and so you do have armor, so actually nothing actually happens. Okay, so we're just locked in combat. All right, and that's all my models. So that was top of turn 7. We're going to move to the bottom of 7, Dark Mariners. All right, Paul, bottom of turn 7. What are we doing?
All right, we'll start with the Destroyer.
Destroyer.
Let's see if I can charge up the hill.
All right.
Give your leader a little
You'll be running up that hill.
Looking for 3s.
3!
And I get 2.
Got 2. That'll get you engaged at least.
So I think short gets me there.
Yep, you get there. So you get a charge.
Yep.
And attack.
And we'll just try not to wobbly mile.
Sure. We'll just get him up there best you can.
All right.
Well, let's do this. Boink. Close enough, right?
All right.
Close enough for friends. All right. So you're attacking.
So combat 4. We're both big, so nothing. Claw gets him to 5, and the charge gets him to 7. Right? +2 for the charge?
+1 for a charge.
So for 6.
Yeah.
Puts me at 6.
Puts you at 6. So I am combat 5. I am +1 for my weapon, and flanking opponent. Flanking opponent with the Hunter Killer Biomech is -1 to mine. So I am a dice +5 total. Okay.
So +6 to +5.
+6 versus +5. So I'm a 10 and you're a 9?
Yep, not good enough.
I hit you back. What's your armor?
2.
All right, I got to go check my armor break. Okay, so Kotloxi is armor break 2, so he did break your armor, so you are wounded and fallen. All right, where are we off to next, Paul?
So we'll go to the Hunter-Killer Biomech next.
Okay.
Debating whether or not I want to go for the Mighty Blow.
Multiple activations versus just take the quick action?
Yep.
If you want to put him in the dirt, you're probably going to have to...
Mighty Blow him.
Mighty Blow him.
All right. Maybe this is where you get Mighty Blown.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
So just the one activation.
Just the one action.
So that does put me at 5, 6, 7, flanking opponent.
-1 to me.
-1 to you. So I think...
We're both big.
+1 hand-to-hand. Or no, so I'm just 5. I'm at +6.
Right, so your dice +6, and I am combat 5, +1 for weapon is 6, -1 because you are flanking me, so I'm dice +5. Here we go. So I am
tied.
Tied. What is your armor break?
Armor break 1.
And I have body armor of 3 because I am facing you. So nothing. Yep.
All right.
All right.
So
well, actually, but we tied on the dice roll, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't counterattack. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, you got your Ethermancer and Biomancer and all that stuff. Have they gone?
No, but I just tanked it.
Oh, that's right.
2 failures.
That's right. That's right. My bad.
So end of the turn.
That is the end of the bottom of turn 7. So let's calculate points. You still have those 2.
Yep.
So you're now at 14, right? And I only have Kotloxi in the middle, so I get +1. So that puts me at 7. So I am exactly half your score. We'll come back for turn 8. All right, top of turn 8 for the Draconid Legion. Kotloxi is just going to try to hang in there and beat that Hunter-Killer Biomech. It's kind of a moral victory at this point. So we're activating on 3s. One action, and I turn over the turn. So I'm just going to do an attack. So I am combat 5, +1 for my weapon. That's 6. I am flanked by an opponent, so that's -1. So I'm dice +5.
And I'm 5 +1 for the weapon to 6.
All right, 5 versus 6. Ooh. Oh, God.
Back at you.
Right back at you. So you hit me, and your armor break is well over 3, I think, right? With that tentacles? Or
Nope, just 1.
Okay, so the dice are important then. So you were dice +6, so you're 8, right?
Yep.
I was dice +5, so I am 6. I have armor 3, so you beat me by 2, and you've got armor break of 1, so you actually do a wound. Okay. So he has 5 wounds on his body now. He's got 5 left. So that was the Draconid Legion turn. Let's go to the bottom of turn 8. Dark Mariners, do you want to just keep doing this?
Let's keep doing it.
All right, you do you. What are we going to do?
All right, so...
Survey the carnage here. All right, what's first, Paul?
We will go... Actually, I think... The Hunter-Killer has the better chance of hurting him.
Yes, he does.
So we'll start with him.
Okay.
I will do an activation roll.
You can always do a quality check back out and blast him.
He's still in combat with one of my other guys, though.
True.
So
that's true. You couldn't shoot in
not,
hand-to-hand. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
So you're going to try to do multiple activations?
Yep.
All right.
So on the Hunter Killer.
Breeze.
There you go.
There you go. Do a Mighty Blow.
So we'll do a Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. So 1 for the attack and 2 for the Mighty Blow. So that's -2 to me. So I am dice +5 +1 for weapon is 6. -2 for Mighty Blow is 4. So I'm dice +4.
And I am dice +6.
All right. 4 versus 6. So I'm 7. You are 12. So not double. So you just do another wound to the body. So I've got 6 wounds on my body. And 4 left. So what's next?
So we'll hit you with the biomech behind you. We will again, this guy.
Yeah.
We will again look to see if I can get another Mighty Blow out of this deal. I
got 2 actions.
2 actions.
You can do a 1-point Mighty Blow
So
with that.
1 point Mighty Blow.
So that's -1 to me. So I'm dice +5.
And I am dice +5.
Okay. 5 versus 5. Ugh, you're whittling me down.
Sure enough.
Yeah, so I'm only armor 2 on the back. So I think that's just 1 wound to the back. So he's got 3 wounds left on his body.
3 wounds left.
All right.
All right. So then going over to the other combat back here. I'm sluggish, so I've got to turn around.
Yeah.
So looking for 3s.
No problem. So you can turn around
and keep the combat going.
Turn around.
Look at that. Now we're singing. All right.
Look at that. Sorry, folks.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Let's
anyway.
do it.
All right.
All right. What do you got?
All right. So combat 4 +1 for big 5. +1. We'll use the big claw to
For your weapon.
6.
Okay. I am combat 4 +0 for my weapon, so I'm just 4s.
6 on 4.
So I got a
7.
7 and a 7 equal, and you're attacking me. I do have armor of. If I've got armor, that means nothing happens. We've had an unusual number of ties in this game. I have body armor of 2, so basically nothing happens.
So nothing.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the Leviathan.
Nice.
I'll
Do
roll
it. Do it.
His contribution to the battle remains roughly constant.
You needed. Oh, that's right. You needed 4s.
I needed 4s.
You got nothing. Nothing, my friend. Okay,
right.
so that is the bottom of 8. What kind of points? You got 2 more points?
2 more points.
All right, 2 for you and 1 for me. So that brings me up to 8, and you've got a total of 15? No, 16. 16. Okay, so I am still right behind you by halfway. All right, so top of turn 9, Kotloxy. 3s.
On the big boy.
2.
2.
2 actions. Okay, I will do a 1-point Mighty Blow against that hunter. Ooh, wait. How many wounds does the Destroyer Biomech have?
He has...
Left. I think I've done 1 to him.
You've done. He's got 2 left.
2 left. I'm going to do a 2... If I kill him, is he in the zone?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he might be.
Yeah, he's in the zone.
Okay. I'm going to try to kill him. So let's do that. So I'm combat 5. Are you big?
He is...
I think he's big. He's got to be big.
He's big.
All right. So I don't get big bonus. So combat 5 +1 for my weapon is 6. -1 to you for Mighty Blow.
Yeah, so I'm 4 +1 for the weapon, 5 back down to 4.
For the Mighty Blow.
And you're flanked.
And I am flanked, so that is -1 to me. So that puts me at a 6. Is that right? 5 +1 for weapon. No, I'm back down to 5. So
Okay.
5 versus 4?
5 versus 5.
5 versus 5. Here we go.
Haha.
Counterattacked. Hits him. 1 wound left on the body. Or 2 wounds left on
2
him.
wounds left on the body.
2 wounds left on my body. Okay. So now we're going to try let's try to do multiple activations on my Ridgeback Breaker. He activates on 3s because he's within a long stick of the leader. 3 actions. Activates on 3s. So we are going to do an attack with a 2-point Mighty Blow against that Annihilator Biomech. So I am combat 4 +0 for my weapon. You're bigger than me, so you're going to get a bonus there. And then -2 to you. Sorry, I'm +1 for my weapon. So I'm 4, 5 total. And then -2 to you, whatever you've got.
Okay, so I'm 4 and big to 5, and +1 for the weapon. 6 back down to 4.
4. Okay, so I am 5 and you are 4, right? Here we go. 9 to 8.
Yep, beat me by 1.
Beat you by 1. My armor break is armor break of 1 on that. So I beat you by. So do you have armor?
Armor 2.
Okay, so I do a wound and you are fallen. A wound. How about it? How many wounds has he got left?
He has 2 more.
2 more wounds. Oh boy. Okay. All right. And so last but not least is my Ridgeback Spinebreaker. He activates on 4s. Multiple activations. Hey, look at that! 2 actions. All right. So he's going to spend 1 short to get up here, and then another just to kind of get up here. All right, that's my turn. The bottom of turn 9, Dark Mariners. Let's roll. We want to roll right into it?
Let's roll right into it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So we'll do the same pattern before. The Hunter Killer looking for Mighty Blows on 3s.
3 actions.
3 actions.
You gonna do your 2-point Mighty Blow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Super blow.
Yep.
Super colon blow.
All right, so what's your dice?
So combat 5 and +1 to 6. I think that's it.
And then -2 to me for your Mighty Blow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 5 + 1 for my weapon is 6, -2 for your Mighty Blow, so I'm dice +4. Here we go. Oh, and -1 to me because I'm flanked,
that's
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dice +3, so I'm total of 5, and you are a total of?
Of 6.
Okay,
so
and you're
7.
Total of 7.
Mm-hmm.
And so you beat me by? Sorry, I was dice +5 +1 for weapon is 6.
-2.
-2 for your Mighty Blow is 4. So 3. So yeah,
flanked.
I'm total of 5. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So you're 7 and I am 7.
Okay, and then what's your armor break?
4.
Okay, so you do beat my armor, so I'm down.
I'm sorry, it's only armor break 1.
Armor break 1. Okay, so I do have armor, and we did not tie, but you did not break my armor. So I am knocked back, and you have advantage. Right? Let's make sure we got that right. Hey, this guy was fallen. Were you still fallen? Oh, well. I think we forgot about that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well. So let's make sure we got this right. All right. So I am combat 5 +1 for weapon is 6. -2 for your Mighty Blow is 4. -1 for being flanked is 3.
Is 3.
Right. So, and I rolled a 5 total.
And I'm a 5 +1 for the weapon, 6 to 7.
7 total. So I rolled a 5, you rolled a 7.
So I beat you by 2.
Beat me by 2, right? But did you break my armor? What's your armor break?
1.
So you did break you equaled my armor, so you broke my armor. So I am one more wound on me.
Okay.
And so you didn't double me, so I'm not falling. So I've got 2 wounds left, I think.
Okay.
I think that's right. Pretty sure it's 2 wounds left. Okay.
All right.
That was your Hunter Killer.
Yep. And then Captain Blaster.
Captain Blaster. What are we doing?
Still getting those 3s. Luck is probably going to run out. Still get 2.
Flirting with danger, but you got it.
So +1 on the Mighty Blow.
Yep. So one point Mighty Blow. Yep. So your combat 4.
So combat 4 +1 for the weapon 5.
And so I am combat 5 +1 for my weapon is 6. -1 for being flanked is 5. -1 for the Mighty Blow is 4. So I'm dice +4 and you are dice +5.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Oh, epic.
Oh.
So I rolled a 10.
We both rolled 10s.
So we equaled each other. I have armor.
Yep.
So nothing happens.
So nothing happens.
Okay.
All right. Going over to Mr. Fallen, who's fighting your guy.
Yep.
Desperately.
Yes.
See if he can get back up and whack you.
All right. You're activating on
3s.
3s.
Still get
got 2. So 1 to stand up. Please stand up.
1 to whack you.
Okay. 1 point whack.
So, yeah. So 4 +1 for big +1 for weapon gets me to 6.
And I am dice +5 because I'm combat 4 and weapon is 1. So 5 versus 6. Ugh. So I'm 6 total, and you are 8 total? Mm-hmm. No, wait, you're 9 total. Weren't you combat 6?
Oh, correct. Sorry.
Yeah, 9. So you're 9, and I am 5. You wound me, and I am fallen.
And that was a big claw attack, so you are also grabbed.
I think, as a matter of fact, he was wounded from before, so I think he actually might be dead.
That would have given me another +1 if we missed that.
What do you mean?
If I grabbed you.
Oh, but you didn't. He's dead anyways.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, he's dead anyways.
He's dead anyways.
All right.
So he only had 2 wounds to his body. He's been wounded before, so he is actually dead. All right.
All right. So
this is still the bottom of turn 9. What do we got left?
Mr. Leviathan, just because I like rolling dice. Is that a good idea? He is going to... I'm going to gather magic with him.
Okay. You're going to channel spell points?
Channel spell points.
Ooh.
And do nothing and turn it over.
Fail.
Big fail.
All right. We're going to move into the top of turn 10, Draconid Legion. Score for the 9th turn. You still have 2 personalities within a long stick, yeah?
And I killed a guy.
And you killed a guy, so you get 3 points for that.
Yep.
So I need another dice from you, bud. So you are now at 18, 19. I have 1 personality model in the middle there. So I'm at 9. So it's 9 to 19. I think there is no way to catch up at this point. I think that was probably true a couple turns ago, but we wanted to play it out. I think we can actually call this game.
Unless you want to try to kill somebody just because you want to.
Let's do the moral victory. Let's see if we can do a moral victory. But I'm sitting on 2 wounds with Coat Loxy, but how many wounds is left on the Hunter Killer? And
3.
How many wounds left on the Destroyer?
2. I think. Yeah, 2.
It's going to be hard. Okay, top of turn 10. We're going to try to kill the Destroyer Biomech. Let's see if we can activate on 3s.
Look at that.
That's going to do it. So that's 3 actions. So I'm going to do a 2-point Mighty Blow against the Destroyer Biomech. So I'm combat 5, +1 for my weapon is 6. We're both big, so that cancels out. So -2 to you for the Mighty Blow.
Yep. And so 4 +1 for the weapon to 5, -2 down to 3.
Okay. So 6 versus 3.
Ooh.
Legendary. So I'm 12. You are 9. Mm-hmm. I don't double you,
nope.
but wounded and fallen.
Wounded fallen.
Okay. So I can't actually kill him, but let's go ahead and... Ooh. See, had I been smart, I would have done a quick activation to get him, so I wouldn't have had the flanking issue anymore. But let's just do, for the lulz, let's try to do a multiple activation on my Ridgeback Leader. 1 action, and I turn over the turn. So we're just going to kind of step in attack. So combat 4 +1 for weapon is 5. There's no flanking bonus anymore. Mm-hmm. So just dice +5 for me.
And I'm 5 and +1 to the weapon is 6.
Okay, 5 versus 6. No. So a wound. I'm pretty sure you're going to wound me there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, he's got 4 wounds to the body to begin with. He took 1 from the fire and whatnot. So he is just wounded and fallen. So over to you, bottom of turn 10. How's it going to end?
Moral victory.
Moral victory. What are we going to do?
Got 2 leaders in range.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the...
You got to try to kill Coat Loxy.
Yeah.
He's only got 2 wounds left.
So that is from the Destroyer. Looking for... Excuse me?
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
Destroyer Biomech. Looking for 3s. Got 2 of them.
2. So I'm still at 5.
Combat 5.
Mm-hmm.
No flanking bonus. So I am dice +5. 1 for weapon is 6. So 6 versus 5.
6. 9.
And 8. So you hit me.
By 1.
By 1. What's your armor break?
Armor break of 1.
Yeah, that equals my armor on the back, which is 2. So 1 wound on... One more wound on him, so he's got 1 wound left. Can the Hunter Killer Biomech pull out the decisive victory?
Watch me tank the roll.
Take the roll!
Not today.
No, you got 2 actions. You gonna do a Mighty Blow?
Yep.
All right. So 5.
In 6.
And -1 to me for Mighty Blow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is 5, 6 for weapon, back down to 5 for the Mighty Blow. So 6 versus 5?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Oh! Squeeze!
So I'm pretty sure your armor, you beat me by 1, but your armor break is
1.
Oh, I've got armor 3 on the front.
Oh, yeah, on the front. No. Ping.
So, ping.
Yeah.
Did not kill him.
Sure enough. Over to this guy.
Okay.
Ain't over till it's over.
Ain't over till it's over. Roll them bones.
Looking for 3s on him.
Epic whiff.
Oh, and probably. I don't know. Can he? Is that still a legal charge?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to engage him, or you're not going to be able to attack him. You only got 1 action.
Okay.
But you can. I mean, you move him, and the game's over.
It's moved. Yep.
All right.
All right.
So that was quite an epic game. I think the score tells a pretty decisive victory for the Dark Mariners. But great game, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. So we'll do a quick game recap, and we'll be right back. All right, Paul, that was battle report number 15 for the Abyssal Realms. Yeah, I know, we're getting up there. So, Dark Mariners versus the Draconid Legion. So, full transparency, we've done a couple games with Draconid Legion, and they've won every time that they've been on the board. I'm actually on a few levels glad that the Dark Mariners won this game, because I was starting to get a little concerned that maybe the Draconid Legion was too good. Your spells and your shooting were spot on. What an epic game. That really went back and forth quite a few times there. What did you think of that game?
No, I didn't expect to do as well. I thought that I was going to be defending the flanks. In similar scenarios, the real value of the Hunter-Killer is it's because it's so hard to wound.
Yes.
It can take a strong central position that you can use then your other to kind of be the linchpin.
Yep.
And so to get it up on that platform to where the objective is as kind of you got to get out of its way, and the fact that its shooting is pretty scary as well. You can tell not quite the close combat monster compared to models of quality that are much better at that.
Right.
But that typical tactical approach I take with this war band continues to serve me in missions like these.
Yeah. Well done. And I think, as I've been thinking it through, and pretty soon I'm going to publish a Dark Mariners Tactica video, which people can consume here pretty soon. I actually already recorded it, but I haven't put it up here on YouTube yet. But I maintain that the Dark Mariners often are better at close range shooting than they are in hand-to-hand combat. And I think the Hunter-Killer Biomech proved that quite well in this. Like, just stay close. It can win in a protracted combat, as we saw in the last turn there. But, Kotloxi is a really hard beat stick, and he's very hard to put down. But the shooting, particularly with that Destroyer Biomech in, I can't remember, turn 6 or turn 7, when it literally lit up the middle of the board.
Yeah, big cluster of models.
Yeah, and so I clearly didn't think that through when I was trying to get everybody up there, because I was trying to get a next turn charge off with a lot of beat face. But then you drop that pie plate in there and literally lit everybody on fire. That was pretty amazing. Yeah,
chasing them off made a big difference.
Yeah, it did.
Deconcentrated your force.
Yeah. Well, I think the gruesome kill is what triggered that.
Yeah.
But still, everyone, had that not happened, it still would have been everybody was on fire. Everybody was fallen. Everyone had taken a wound. That makes the next turn's activations very difficult, because you really have to do multiple activations, hope you don't screw it up, and then you still have to spend 1 action per individual to get them back up. The spell, dropping that spell with the clutch from Lithiana at the beginning, like, okay, once I saw that pie plate go down, like, okay, I've got to Lithiana's got to die. That was mission number 1. And so I was pretty surprised and happy how quickly I got her put into the dirt.
It's bad decision making on my part.
Well, yeah, but that spell being there made me change my tactics quite a bit, because I wasn't going to go activate those guys in that zone.
Yeah, I had considering that she's a quality 2 model, I had the opportunity to get her out of harm's way and didn't take it when I should. That was an absolute tactical mistake on my part.
Well, it's not that it didn't serve you, getting her up there and beating some face. But I really enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. The shallow water made it a little bit easier for me in terms of I didn't have to worry too much about swimming, and whatnot. But, not all my models were amphibious. But, the horde tactic against the biomechs, the hard biomech list, Didn't really particularly pan out for the Draconid Legion in this particular case, but yeah, actually, you know, I really like that. I really like that Dark Mariners list, and it seemed to have served you well. Other than the Leviathan, you know, maybe a little bit of a list building error on my part. I keep thinking that the Leviathan is a biomech, and it's not. And then, you know, not having ability to kind of activate that with a quality buff from a leader. You know, Lithiana not being a leader, that doesn't really serve him particularly well. But honestly, he didn't even participate in the battle. So I think you had enough gas in the tank with the Annihilator, the Destroyer, and the Hunter Killer, and beyond that, you were set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have been wise if I did some quick activations to at least get them close enough to.
Yeah, and that's what I do with the Scaly Hordes. Like, hey, look, if I've got a bunch of quality 4 models in the backfield, I'm just going to do a couple turns of quick activation, just get them in central field position.
Yeah, would have been better.
Yeah, good. Well, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, very good.
Good. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, please throw me a like and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.